Hello guys, hello friend. Ikaze ku muyoboro wacu wa YouTube channel aho twiga web development mu rurimi rwumvikana. Iyo mvuze mu rurimi rwumvikana nuko ari mu rurimi rw'icyongereza. Bundi busanzwe iyo turimo kwiga coding, just about coding or programming or just web development kwabyita kose, kwabivuga kose. Like ni English keyword na keyword tugenda dufatanya n'ibiki paka dukoze website cyangwa se software cyangwa se program runaka. So ariko nyine uyu munsi tubyiga mu Kinyarwanda, niyo mpamvu y'icano yacu yaje. So guys, uyu munsi rero nkuko muzi tugiye kwiga icyo bita HTML list. HTML list tugiye kureba icyari cyo, tugiye kureba uko ikora. So after nyuma yaho turakora iyi project murimo mureba, turakora iyi project murimo mureba muri screen. So tugiye kwiga HTML list, turebe icyari cyo, dukoreho ama exercises, dukora ibiki kugira ngo everyone abyumve. So after nitumara kubyiga ni project turayikora. I promise you urarangiza kwiga HTML list uri capable kuba wakora iyi website ubona muri screen, ikindi ushobora no kuba wakora ibirenze. So guys, thank you. Ariko nanone niba ari bwo bwa mbere ugeze kuri YouTube channel ukabura mu beginner, I recommend you to start with the first video we made. Ari video za mbere twakoze, ugomba kumanza ukajya kureba ukareba uko bikorwa, uko bigenda. Tugeze kuri HTML list. I think this is the lesson for day 8 or 9. So I mean, so you have to watch the first one before. So guys, rero reka dutangire twige HTML list. Icyo ugomba kumenya, wige ube attention kuri video. Again, nitumara kwiga isomo rya nitumara kwiga HTML list, tureta dukurikiza gukora iyi website. So thank you so much guys. So kadutangire none. Hello guys, hello friends. Nkuko mubibona rero muri screen yanjye harimo icyo bita Visual Studio Code cyangwa se VS Editor cyangwa se Code Editor, ariko nanone mfitemo na folder yanjye iri hano bita HTML list. Ndabizi ni ibintu bikoreshwa cyane muri website. So iri somo rya HTML list ni somo ryiza cyane, rikomeye cyane, rikoreshwa cyane, aho list ni kimwe mu bintu bikoreshwa cyane mu ma website, mu ma application, ahantu hose. So nizere ko muza kuenjoying. So iri ni somo ryiza cyane, ka dutangire turebe ese bimeze bite. So turatangira dushyira folder yacu muri VS Code. Murabizi ko twiga dukora na pratique cyangwa se twiga dukora n'icyo bita practice. So rero guys, nkuko mubibona, today's lesson is HTML list. Today's lesson is HTML list. So the HTML list allow web developers to group a set of related items in a list. Nkuko mubyumva, HTML list allow web developer to group a set of related items in a list. Ariko nanone zishobora kuba unrelated items in a list, kuko tugira icyo bita ordered HTML list ndetse n'icyo bita unordered HTML list. So now let's start with unordered HTML list. Nkuko tumaze kubona tugira amoko abiri ya HTML list. Hariho ordered HTML list, hakaba na unordered HTML list. So tugiye gutangira tureba kuri unordered HTML list. So any unordered list start with the URL tag. Wangu tugiye gukora unordered list dukoresha URL. Nizere ko ibintu bigaragara neza cyane. Yes, now nizere ko bigaragara cyane, ndimo ndazuminga. Unordered list start with the URL tag. Each list item start with the li. Nwango isobanura unordered list, URL unordered list. No li ikavuga list item. Yes, list item. Yeah. The list item will be marked with bullets, small black circles by default. Example, as you see, this is the example of an ordered list. So but reka mubirebe gucya turibuze gukora pratique hasi. Ya kabiri ni ordered HTML list. So ngiye kugenda nsa nk'uko byihutamo, noneho ndibuze kubisobanura neza hasi ni kugira ngo manze mbahereze overview ya ordered na unordered HTML list. So tugeze kuri ordered HTML list. Any ordered list start with the OR tag. So twabonye ko unordered itangizwa na URL, tag. So mu gihe aho ordered list itangizwa n'icyo bita or tag. Iyi o isobanura ordered, iyi r igasobanura list tag. So each list item start with the re tag. So nukuvuga ngo waba uri muri unordered cyangwa se muri ordered list zose zigomba kuba ari list nyine. So zishobora kuba ordered cyangwa se unordered ariko zigomba kuba ari list n'ubundi. So the list items will be marked with number by default. Example, this tugiye kubibona HTML description list. HTML also support description list. This is another types of HTML list. Ibayita HTML description list. HTML also support description list. A description list is a list of terms with a description of each term. So the dr, this is description list. Tag defines the description list. The dt tag defines the term name, and the dd tag describes each term. So nkuko mubibona, first of all we have to put all of this in dr, description list. So noneho and then ikagira icyo bita description terms ndetse n'icyo bita description data, description term ndetse n'icyo bita description data. So ibi byose turaje tubirebe neza cyane. HTML list tags, ugomba kumanza wumva ibi bintu mbere yuko utangira kwandika HTML list. Ugomba kumenya ko UR means that an ordered list. OR means or defines ordered list. Re defines list item. DR defines a description list. DT defines a term in a description list. Just a description term. You can say that. So DD describes the term in a description list. Just a data, description data. So now tugiye gutangira na with HTML unordered list. The HTML unordered tag defines any unordered bulleted list. And wangu hano bari kutubwira ko unordered list always is defined with ziba zifite ama bullet. So unordered HTML list start with the UR tag. Each list item start with the re tag. Ibi twamaze kubibona. The list item will be marked with bullet, small black circle by default. Example, you can say this one. So kadukoreshe iyi example yacu katuyikopiye, control C cyangwa se ugakandaho ukaza hano ugakopia where ukaza hano ugakandaho copy ugakopia, and then katujya muri pratique turamanza du creating file yacu HTML tureta index.html. Now let's go. Title yacu katugire Kwiga web development. Noneho katugire heading 1 ivuga ngo Kwiga HTML list. Now kadufate byandi byacu twakopiye tubipasting hano control V, cyangwa se wandike icyo bita uze hano ushaka icyo bita paste cyangwa se paste. Yes, nituza tugakanda hano right click and then tugashaka icyo bita live server. Open with live server. Murabona ko noneho code zacu zibuze gufungukira hehe muri HTML. Urabona ko list zacu zigaragara neza cyane. Nibyo barimo baratubwira ko unordered list zigaragazwa na bullets utudomo. Yes, so kadukureho ibi ngibi noneho twandike ibyacu. So kadushaho indi heading 2 ivuga ngo unordered list. Noneho kadutangire na list yacu. Unordered list twavuze ko igaragazwa na tag bita UR cyangwa se UR. So turandika UR. Noneho mo imbere muri UR dushiremo ama list. Tuvuga urugero kunywa amata. tugire indi list ivuga ngo gukina umupira, right? Yes, dushobora gushyiraho indi list ivuga ngo tuvuga urugero Apple vs Royal Sport, katurekere izi ngizi. So nitugaruka hano muri browser urabona ko byahindutse. Nice, yes, urabona ko byahindutse, dufite an ordered list zacu. So nizere ko ibintu birimo bigaragara neza cyane. Nkuko twabibonye, an ordered HTML list choose a list item marker. So the CSS list style type property is used to define the style of the list item marker. Yeah, nukuvuga ngo murabona ko twakoresheje utudomo, sorry, by default biba ari utudomo, ariko hano barimo baratubwira ko dushobora gukoresha CSS bita list style type, tugahindura noneho uburyo bimenyetso bya list biza. So dufite ama values menshi ariyo bita disk, set the list item marker to a bullet by default, n'ubundi ziba ari disk, hano biragaragara cycle, set the list item marker to a cycle. Ngo dushobora gukoresha ya property yacu bita list style type, twahereza value yitwa cycle, bita bihindura bikaza bitondetse ariko ari uducycles. Hari ikindi bita squares, set the list item marker to a square, iyi nayo ihindura zira list item marker to a square. Ikindi iyo bita list style type none, ishobora none kuri movinga cyangwa se will not be marked, nuko ntago biraba bifite tunoza tubitondetse. Nkuko mubibona n'ubundi iyo tutayishize muri CSS file dukoresha style attribute, babona ko CSS property yacu yitwa list style type, tugashiraho disk. Kuri cycle dukoresha list style type tugashiraho cycle, and then kuri square dukoresha bita list style type tugashiraho square, and also kuri none kugira ngo biveho byose dukoresha list style type tugashiraho none. Katubikoreho so kadukoreho practice cyangwa se example. Turaza hano tuvuge ngo style, tuvuge ngo list style type ngiyi, kadushiraho cycle. So nitugaruka muri browser yacu, urabona ko twatudomo twabaye uducycle, twabaye utuzero. So nizere ko muri kubibona neza cyane, twatudomo twacu noneho twabaye utuzero. So ikindi dushobora gukoresha iyo bita disk n'ubundi nitwo tuba duhari by default, twatuno tumeze nk'utuntu tw'utudomo. Yes, and then ikindi twabonye dushobora gukoresha ni square. Yes, ikindi hano dushobora gukoresha icyo bita square. So nituza muri browser, urabona ko noneho za list zacu zifite ama squares. So guys, thank you so much. Ubwo hano tumaze kureba icyo bita unordered list. Kadukomeza. So gukuraho turatumenyetso ushobora gukoresha hano none. So nitugaruka muri browser urabona ko twavuyeho tutagihari, nta tumenyetso turiho. Yes, kadukomeze noneho nested HTML list. So tuvuze nested HTML list means that ni list ziri mu yindi list. So horizontal list with CSS. HTML list can be styled in many different ways with CSS. One popular way is to style a list horizontally to create a navigation menu. Yes, when we are creating a navigation menu dukoresha izi list, ariko noneho tukazihereza icyo bita front left cyangwa se right bitewe naho dushaka ko zigana. Nkuko mubibona rero, urugero, so urabibona iyo turi gukora navigation menu, turaza tugafata list tukazihinduramo links, kugira ngo murabizi niba wararebye video ya links twabonye ko zidufasha kuba twava hamwe tukajya ahandi. So rero kugira ariko ngo tubyorganize neza dukoresha links of list. Urabona ko hano twakoresheje links muri list. So urugero tuje tugafata kadufate is list, right? Kadufate is list tuzikopiye hano, nizere ko murimo murabyumva neza cyane. Katuzishire hano. So nitugaruka muri browser, urabona uko zimeze. So urabona ko ni links of list, ni links ariko zitondetse nyine muri list. So niba ujya ubona ama navigation, ukuvuga ngo ama navigation ni uko nguko bayakora. So dushobora kuzistylinga izi ngizi katubi commenting, noneho urabona ko bivuyeho dusigaranye list of links. Izi bazita list of links, aho ufata list ugashiramo link. Yes, noneho kuzistylinga, urugero katuzistylingiremo hano, kadukoreshe style tag, urugero katuvuge ngo UR display. Hano haba hari mistake twakoze, no, I think ko ntayo. Display, let's say flex. Tuvuze ngo display flex, bihita byitambika, nze mbibereke. Urabona ko noneho za links zacu zitambitse nyine. Ushobora kongera kandi ga property tukavuga ngo gap, kadushiremo wenda 1 rem, maybe na padding of 1 rem. So now nitugaruka muri browser, urabona ko za navigation zakoze iki zabaye. So noneho dushobora kuza hano tukavuga ngo list zacu, nkuko twabonye ya property tukavuga ngo list style type, tugashiraho none, anda tubagira na font family of maybe SS sans serif. Nizere ko ibi bintu byose twagiye tubyigana, niba utarabyize jya kureba video zabanje. So urabona ko duhise tumera neza cyane. So nuko ibi ngibi twaje tukabishira aha, nako niba ukunda kureba ama website uziko izi navigation zaziri hano hejuru nizo dukandaho tukajya kuri contact page, news page, home page n'ibiki. Nidukomeza kwigana tuzabigeraho, tuzakora ama website menshi, ama project menshi cyane. So guys, let's continue. Kana kari gaciyemo, dushaka noneho ibi nabyo twabigira ani command tukakomezanya nabyo. Now let's noneho dukomeze. So katurebye twize noneho muri unordered list. Use the HTML. Now ubungubu ugomba kubuzi ko you have to use the HTML URL element to define any unordered list. Ugomba kuba wamenye ko to use the CSS list style type property to define the list item marker, and then ugomba kuba wamenye to use the HTML list element to define the list item. Again, ugomba kuba wamenye list can be nested, nkabyandi tumaze gukora by'ama navigation. List item can contain other HTML element, and also ikindi ugomba kuba wamenye ko use the CSS property float left to display the list horizontal. So twebwe ntabwo twakoresheje float, twakoresheje flex, ariko nanone ushaka ashobora kuzamo hano. Uretse ko nashakaga kubyihutisha cyane, ushobora kuza hano ukavuga ngo float and then tugahita tuvuga ngo let's say right, no, left. So nitugaruka muri browser yacu urabona ko zagiye left, urabona ko zagiye left y'ibingibi. So now ikindi hano naho ushobora gushyiraho float left, naho noza urabona ko list nazo ubwazo, noneho urabona ko list nazo ubwazo noneho zagiye left, imwe ku yindi. So and then dushobora guhita hano dukoresha icyo bita dushobora gushyiramo padding maybe of let's say 1 rem, ishobora gusigamo umwanya. Urabona ko utuntu dusa neza cyane. So guys, nizere ko isomo ririmo riragenda neza cyane, ku bintu birimo kumvikana. Ikindi hagize ibintu utumva neza, please write in comment cyangwa se joining WhatsApp group, ibyo utari kumva ubaze, turagufasha cyane. And then now ubwo tumaze kureba icyo bita unordered list, let's move to ordered list. So n'ubundi ni the same, ahubwo nuko bimwe nyine biri ordered ibindi bikaba unordered, ariko niba wamaze kumva ibya mbere n'ubundi ibi ngibi no kwihuta cyane. The OR tag defines any ordered list. Any ordered list can be numerical or alphabetical. Ordered HTML list, any ordered list start with the OR tag, twamaze kubibona. Each list item start with the re tag, twamaze kubona ko list ahantu hose igomba kuba ari re, just RI, yes. The list item will be marked with numbers by default. Example, urabibona iyi ni ordered list, by default babiri marked by numbers. Mu gihe twabonye unordered babiri marked by this, cyangwa se turadu utudomo, yes. Ordered in HTML list, the type attribute of the ordered list tag defines the type of the list item marker. So let's go. Urabona ko kugira ngo to defining our list item marker dukoresha nicyo bita type. Mu gihe ahambere twakoreshaga icyo bita list style type, hano tugiye gukoresha icyo bita type. So dushobora kubona icyo bita type 1, yes, hano ushobora gukoresha type 1 kubera ko biri ordered, biza bitondetse, ubwo bitangira 1 2 3 4. The list item will be numbered with numbers. Iyi number n'ubundi niyo ikora by default. Hano ushobora kuvuga ngo type A, ubundi the list item will be numbered with uppercase letter, biza n'ubundi biri muri alphabetically, ariko nyine mu ma item ari uppercase. Type A n'ubundi biraza muri alphabetical order, ariko n'ubundi the list item will be numbered with lowercase letters. Another one is I think this is a Roman, yes. So the list item will be numbered with uppercase Roman item. So nukuvuga ngo ushobora kubilistinga uko bishaka. Also type I, this item will be numbered with lowercase Roman number. So example 1 is this. We have to put on the ordered list type 1. Ushobora gukoresha ordered list ukayihereza type ya A, n'ubundi biza bitondetse A. So ushobora gukoresha A, twabonye ko mu Roman ushobora gukoresha capital letter or small letter, yes. So before we go to another thing, let's practice kuri ibi tumaze kwiga. So nko twabonye ibya mbere byari ordered, noneho katujye kuri unordered. Sorry, ibya mbere bya unordered, let's go to ordered list. Heading 1, heading 2 ivuga ngo akadushaho heading tuyivuga ngo ordered list, ordered list. So now kugira ngo dukore ordered list, icyo dukora twandika or and then tugashiramo ama list. So ntabwo ngiye kubyandikura byose, ngiye gukopiya kuri ibi ngibi twakoresheje mbere, I guess. So nubundi icyo uhindura ni ordered cyangwa se unordered. Niba uri muri ordered ukoresha or, niba ari unordered ukoresha ur, ubundi ugashiramo ama list. Ama list ahantu hose ahora ari list. Wenda akatwongereho indi list ivuga ngo Rwanda Liberation Day. Maybe dushobora gushiraho indi list ivuga ngo running coding. So now nituza muri browser yacu, tuza muri browser, sorry, CSS twashizemo irimo gukora hose. CSS tugomba kuba tuyikuyeho, irimo gukora ku ma list yose, niyo mpamvu tugomba kuba tuyikuyeho. Nizere ko mwabibonye. Yes. This one, yes. Now nituza hano. Nice. Urabona ko ordered list zacu noneho ziri numbered. So hano sinzi impamvu, yes, hano twashizeho none. List style type twashizeho none, niyo mpamvu nta tumenyetso turiho, ariko hano urabona ko turiho. So now kuri ordered list urabona ko byatangiye 1 2 3 4 5. Nizere ko birimo kugaragara cyane, kandike kuzuminga. Nizere ko birimo kugaragara cyane. Now icyo twabonye kuri ordered list nuko dushobora guhindura type. So now reka tuze duhindure type. Ushobora kuza hano ukandika ngo type, tuvuge, urabona ko zihita zizana kadukoreshe Roman. Nitugaruka muri browser yacu, urabona ko byagiye byitondeka muri Roman. So urabona ko ni ibintu byiza cyane. Nizere ko uhise ugira idea y'ikintu wakoresha ibi ngibi. So nubundi nubango no ku zindi properties niko zimeze. Hano dushobora gushiraho hano dushobora gushiraho iri capital, and then nitugaruka muri browser urabona ko byagiye byinambaringa ABCDE. So n'izindi property twabonye uzishize hano birakora. Nizere ko mwabibonye neza cyane. Ikindi navuga tugomba kureba kuri list. So control list counting, by default any ordered list will start counting from 1. If you want to start counting from a specified number, you can use the start attribute. Nice. So urabona ko hano dushobora guhera kuri 50 ubwo bigakomerezaho. Katubirebe kadukoreho practice. Hano katuvuge, hano kadukoreshe start. Ngiyo. So let's say start, katuvuge ko bihera kuri 5. Nituza kureba muri browser yacu, urabona ko nice. Urabona ko byahereye kuri 5 3 7 8 9. Nizere ko bigaragara neza cyane. Let's continue. Nizere ko birimo kumvikana neza cyane. Nested HTML list. List can be nested list inside the list. So ibi ngibi twabibonye, ushobora gufata list ukazishiramo izindi list. Nizere ko twabibonye, ahubwo twihute tujye noneho kuri ya description list. So note, a list item can contain a new list. A list item can contain a new list and other HTML element like images and links, etc. So mu byo twize rero no kugomba kumenya ko to use the HTML or our element to define the ordered list, to use the HTML type attribute to define the numbering type. Ibi ni ibintu twabikoze to numberinga cyangwa se yes, to use the HTML list element to define the list item. List can be nested. List items can contain other HTML element. Nizere ko ibi twabibonye neza cyane. Ikindi ugomba kumenya nuko aya matagi ari ugomba kumenya nyine muri HTML list. Ya mbere ni URI defining an ordered list, ya kabiri ni ORI defining an ordered list. List yo nubundi hora list. LI defining a list item. DRI defining a description list. DT defining a description term, just a term in description list. Mugihe DD describing the term in description list. So HTML other list ni zo nyine twatugiye kureba. HTML also support description list. I description list niyo nshaka nayo ko tugirebaho tukayumva. Nizere ko ordered na unordered byumvikanye neza cyane. Ibitumvikanye cyangwa aho uri bube stuck cyangwa se ukumva ntabwo uri kubyumva neza, wandike muri comment cyangwa se ujoining WhatsApp group. HTML description list. A description list is a list of terms with a description of each term. So a DR tag defines the description list, the DT tag defines the term name, and the DD tag describes each term example. Urabibona ko this is the example. Let's take it and copy it. Tugeze ku cyo bita description list. Description list. This is the example. Hano kadushiraho heading 2 ivuga ngo description list. So nituza hano muri browser, ukuvuga ngo description list uko zikora no kunguko. So ukuvuga ngo ushobora ku describinga ikintu ukoresheje ikindi. So kadukoreshe noneho example yacu. Icyambere ugomba kumenya nuko ugomba kubishira muri description list. So noneho akabico bita description term na description of description, just a description, just a description data. So description term, reka tuvuge hano wenda tuvuge ngo description yacu tuyigire wenda HTML. So noneho icyo turi buze gukora, turi buze guhita tuvuga ngo icyo turi buze gukora, tumaze kubona description term, turi buze gufata description data, just a description of description, DD tuvuye ngo twiga HTML every month cyangwa kenshi cyane. So now icyo turi buze gukora nuvuga ngo iyi ni term ya mbere. So dushaka hano dushobora gushiraho tuntu turi buze kubigaragaza neza, and then dushobora kuvuga another description term, tukayigira wenda CSS. No description data ni ibyo none uri buvuge kuri iyo description. So dushobora kuvuga ngo we will always have to run web dev, especially CSS. Reka dushireho akandi kantu kamwe kugira muze kubibona. Tubanza description term, katuyigire hano JavaScript, and then no description data. Icyo iri bube turavuga ngo kwiga JavaScript muri web development ni byiza cyane. So now nituza muri browser yacu, urabona ko bya bintu byacu bigaragara neza cyane. So naho katushyiraho utu tuntu, this one also here, this one. Hano noneho kugira ngo tubone ibi byacu neza, iyi example katu commenting control/, iyi nayo ni video twakoze, usubira inyuma niba utabizi ujye kubyiga. Now urabona ko bisa neza cyane. Iyi HTML description yayo ni iyi, CSS description yayo ni iyi, JavaScript description yayo ni iyi. So ushobora kwandika ibintu byinshi cyane. Urabona ko ari ibintu bilookinga neza cyane, urabona ko ari ibintu bigaragara neza cyane. So guys, nizere ko iri somo rya HTML list ari somo ryumvikanye neza cyane. So noneho icyo ugomba kuba wafashe muri iyi description list no ugomba kumenya ko use the HTML description list, just a DR element to define a description list. Use the HTML DT element to define the description term, and also use the HTML DD element to describe the term in the description. Ubundi ahangaha benshi bavuga ko ari description of description, ariko nyine ni to describe the term in description. DD ni kugomba kumenya. So byose tubishize hamwe rero, UR mwabonye ko ari unordered list, OR mwabonye ko ari ordered list, RE mwabonye ko ari list item, DR twabonye ko ari description list, DT twabonye ko ari description term, mu gihe hano DD twabonye ko ari it describes the term in description list, means that DD is describing DT. Sibyumvikana. So now let's go in the project time. Kadukore project none. Kadukore project. Murabizi ko tugomba kwiga isomo, murabizi ko tuba twabyize n'ubundi dukora practice, ariko kugira ngo umuntu abyumve neza kandi abyumve cyane duhita dukoraho project. So guys, thank you for watching. Let's go to the project. So now guys, turakomeje rero. So nkuko mubizi rero twatumaze kwisha bita HTML list. HTML list twatumaze kureba icyari cyo, twatumaze kureba HTML list ikorute, HTML list ni iki murabibona. Today's lesson was HTML list. Uko mubibona rero twaturimo twiga icyo bita HTML list ni iki. So now we are going to the project section. Tugiye ku gice cyo gukora project, tugendeye ku byo twize. So icyo turi gukora hano rero turaza twongereho file yacu yitwa project.html. Nice. So murabona ko file yacu amaze kwagera. Uko mubizi dutangira na HTML structure. Now project yacu tugiye kuyita my favorite things. Just my favorite list. I mean, let's say my favorite list. My favorite list thing. Let's say list. Yes. Now let's go start with navigation menu. We are going to start with navigation menu. So because hano icyo mugomba kumva nuko mwabonye, so kuri video yashize twiga link, mwabonye ko dukoresha ama links dukora ama navigation, ariko noneho professional way n'ubundi ukoresha links of list yukora ama navigation. So now guys, let's go with, let me say navigation. Iyi ni irabiri part yacu ya mbere, navigation. So now we will have UR means unordered. Ibi ni ibintu twize cyane, everyone nizere ko yabyumvishe. Here we have a class, let's say class tugire nav. Twagakwiye kubishira n'ubundi muri mu ga container kitwa navigation, ariko katubishire muri nav, as long as we are going to have a list of links. Now we will have a list, inside we will have a link. So now this is okay. Is links zacu no kugira ngo mbereke ko ushobora gukoresha list ukora navigation nka destination turibo zihereza. Let's do this. Here will be like home. So nitufata is links zacu tugenda tuzikopia atatu, like here let's say about, here let's say contact, here let's say blogs, katurekera aha. So now here dushobora kureba results zacu. Open with live server ukamakinga sure ko VS Code yawe iri muri auto save. So ugikanda open with live server urabibona ko website title urabona na links zacu ko zamaze kuhagera, ariko urabona ko ari ama list. That means that's why we call it a list of links. Yes. Let's continue turadingamo aga CSS nyuma. Now reka dushiremo katuvuge ngo kadutangire none katuvuge ngo heading 2. So heading yacu kanyihereze style yacu turayihereza. Heading yacu irabifite color ya RGBA. Let's say 63. Here let's say like 65. Also here 65. And here my favorite is website. Niko title ya website actually, sorry, niko heading ya website actually. My favorite is website. So now let's move it to another heading. What the hell is this? Heading 2 with Apple. Let's say nice. Yes. Tugiye kuvuga my favorite fruits. My favorite fruits. Yes. So now here my favorite fruit. So this is going to be the list of my favorite fruits. So we are going to say let's use an ordered list also. Now okay. You are an ordered list. Reka nyihereze style. Aho irabifite list style type kadukoreshe kara. List style type kadukoreshe sako. Yes, kadukoreshe sako. Yes, tuze kuza ari ntuza dutondetse ariko arimo dusakos. Yes. So I will have a list one. I will say apple fruits. Second one will be Second one will be mangoes. Here I can put apples or stuff like that. Hano kanshiriho urugero banana. Another one is pineapple. How we write it? Pineapple. I don't know if I write it here. So is it like this? Pineapples. I don't know. Yeah, let's see how it changed. So now as you see, urabona ko our favorite fruits, apples, mangoes, bananas, pineapples, ndetse neza. Now let's move it to another thing. So my top 5 movies. Let's say an ordered also list. Let's say no. Let's start with heading 2. Dushyiraho ikimenyetso cya movies. I can put this here. I can say my favorite movies. Now here let's use ordered list. Right? Let's use ordered list. Now our ordered list irabia ifite type uvango irakoresha Roman. Ni mukubara irakoresha Roman. So let's see Roman. Now let's say our list one will be, my first movie will be Inception. Yes, Inception. Second movie will be Avengers. Let's say third movie will be Interstellar. Nizere ko nawe ushiremo movie zawe cyangwa ushiremo ibyo ubona. You can put it your own favorite movies. Another one is Spider-Man. Another one I can say Black Panther. Panther. Nice. So I think twamaze kubibona ikiza umuntu yagenda abikora noneho so urabona ko byaje muri Roman yes bitondetse muri Roman 1 2 3 4 5 yes. Let's move to another thing. So foods I like. Okay, foods I like. Let's go with another heading too, and also say, yeah, I can say plate. I don't know if I will get it. Nice one. Yeah, I'm going to say foods I like. So to get this, kugira ngo ubone aya ma icon ukanda window plus I guess waba so no window dot waba ukoresha Mac OS ugakoresha cmd dot I think so. I don't know. Yeah. Here we have an ordered. We'll use an ordered kubiryo. Let's say wrist. Let's say I can say pizza. Also I can say wrist. Sorry, T. So here now in T we can specify the types of teeth. So let me do this. I can say also I can put another and ordered wrist here. In this wrist, this is what we call next wrist. I think we have seen that when we was running. So let me say here tujye kureba types za tea dukunda. I can say green tea. Here. So yeah, I'll just say green tea. Also we can say another wrist. Also we can say black tea. Yes, now after this we can continue with, maybe I can say I like another one called rice. Also you can next the types of rice you want inside here, but let's continue. So I can say also meats, stuff like that. Yeah. Let's say the tech grocer I like also. Yes. Here we can say we are going to add another one. Tech grocer cyangwa se ama tech stack nkunda. My tech stack. Also I can say oh yes, here we are going to use description list. Yes. Yeah, we are going to use the description list. So what we are going to start with description list, and then also we are going to do with description term. So now here I'm going to say HTML. And then like this. Also here we're going to put like the description. Describe description. I think what does this mean? Description of description. Because we are talking about description list, means this DD can be description of description. We have seen that here on the end when we are at the end. DD describes the term in description. That means I can say it's the description of description. Yeah. Let's continue here. I will say the HTML is the core structure of website, right? So now we can add another description term. I can say CSS. I can hide here the description of description. I would say here on the CSS can say the styling. Let's start with this. The CSS is the style. Let's say the styling of website. Yes, noneho kadukoresha another D term, like let's use like JavaScript. Now here for description, I would say JavaScript used for functionalities. So I would say that's all for today. Maybe I'll get to Gukora wenda to I'll just add here like heading one. Let's give it style, text align center, and now right here I can put thank you so much guys. But we are going to add also a CSS to get CSS. So urabona ko now our website is looking fresh. So urabona ko we've reached only we do a website. So let's add some CSS aho bishobora looking fresh. So murabizi tugiye gukoresha internal CSS, turazamo hano tuvuge ngo style, body nkunze gukoresha font family ya sans serif, but I'm going to use Arial, I guess, yeah, this one. Let's do this. Yes, Arial. And then also here we can put something like margin, let's say 0 auto. I give it the padding 0, top and bottom, also left and right, tugashiramo 1 ren. Izira ko ibintu mubyumva neza cyane. So wango this margin and padding, value ya mbere ni top and bottom, value ya kabiri ikaba left and right. Ugomba kubyumva neza cyane aho bikora. So now urabona ko website yacu yahindutse none. Urabona ko website yacu yahindutse. So icyo turi bukore turagaruka no muri coding, kadustyling ho na nav yacu. Mwabonye ko dufite URL and ordered list ya mbere twayihaye class ya nav. I would say I can say .nav, right? So list style type, we are going to say none. Also we are going to say margin 0. Let's give it even padding of 0. It's by default I use here. Yes, nice. Urabona ko noneho byagiye hano ku ruhande. So kugira ngo noneho tugiye kubifata to be floating, tubigire float, bihengamira uruhande rumwe. We are going to say nav, we. Now we are going to say float, let's say left. Now if we back here, urabona ko byagiye right, left. Now reka tubitondeke fresh. So what we are going to do, tugiye kuraho iriya mirongo iriho, tugiye kuvuga ngo .nav, and then tuvuge ngo list a. Here turi styling a inside this nav and list. Akantu mugomba kukunda. So uburyo bwo gustylinga nabwo tuzagenda tubwiga, gusa nanone mu gihe tutarabugira ushobora gukora research. So gusa nvuga ngo hano tugiye gustylinga links ziri inside ya list muri nav. .nav nizere ko muri kuyibuka, dore ngiyi ni class ya an ordered list ya mbere. Yes. Now let's go with we're going to say display, let's say block, and then we are going to say color. I'm going to use RGB. So we are going to say 56, 55, and also 55. So now we are going to say text align center. We are going to add padding of 12 pixel and also 18 pixel. So value ya mbere ni hejuru no hasi, ya kabiri ni mu mpande left and right. Ku mirongo kugira tuyikureho turakoresha bita text decoration, and then tuvuge ngo none. So now nitugaruka muri browser yacu urabona ko turasanga byahindutse kandi neza cyane. So gusa iyi heading yacu igomba kumanuka, that's why turazano kuri.nav. The problem is what's wrong with this, kuko ndimo ndibaza ikibazo kiri hano. Kabanze nyereze padding maybe ya 1 rem. Nice one. Urabona ko bikunze neza cyane. So I think that's it. So we can add some hover, but this part let me do this for padding bottom. Yes, also we can add something like hovering. Now here we are going to add the hover. When you hover, our navigation will change the color. Color yacu irahinduka ibe like, let's say brown. Let's add this blue violet. Yes, blue violet. If we hover, urabona ko birimo biragenda bihinduka. So guys, this is the project for today. Nkuko mubibona nizere ko isomo ryagenze neza. So now nkeneye comment zanyu muri comment section. Mwandike comment mutubwire se bimeze bite, murabibona bite. So now ushobora kuba uri kwiga ukaba stuck, aho baye stuck utari kumva neza, you have to join our WhatsApp group ukabaza cyangwa ukandika no muri comment. So guys, thank you for watching. Please guys, ushobora gusharinga ku muntu uzi ubikeneye, kuko hano tukwigisha bita web development in Kinyarwanda. Thank you guys, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, share and comment.